the craftsman in me comes out when I'm on a job site or even thinking about what I'm about to do. I was born with this ability to think about a space inside my head, and I can't necessarily stand in a space and look around and say, I can figure out what I need to do. I can do a little of that, but mostly I take in the space, I feel it, I see it, I own it, and then I go back and think about it in my head. But to bring the craftsman side in, when I then execute the space on paper or when I am in the field literally checking things, if something's off, it just feels wrong. And so I correct it. And hopefully I can correct it before on paper. And it's why I insist on measuring a space myself with my drafts person. But I'm there physically measuring the space because that's how I feel the space. That's how I know the space. I know every nook and cranny before I start. And the space has to feel right. If you're starting with a space that doesn't flow properly, doesn't have the right proportions, there's something off about it, you got to fix that. And I think what I bring to the table that maybe other designers don't is I have the ability to think in 3D. I bring what's there in the architecture to what I do. It influences what I do. I don't just drop in and do something completely different. Even if it is, let's say, modern to traditional, that's still married together visually so that it flows and works. So that's really important to me to have that final effect. When you walk into a room, your body just goes very calm because there's nothing off about it, and people see it. People see it, but they don't necessarily recognize why they feel off. I know why I'm off or why it's off, and so I strive to fix that. And can't always, but